Luckily, I'm used to this place now, so I'm not gonna struggle in here ever again. Seriously, I don't know why I was having trouble with this place growing up. I guess it's because I was so used to the puzzle back in Diamond and Pearl that I didn't think that this place would change in Platinum. Well, upon entering here for the first time as a kid, I guess I skipped out on some pretty important information, which I guess is what led me to being stuck in here for quite a while. Well, as of today, that is no longer the case. Anyway, I want to come back to the contest for a second, most notably the acting competition, even though what I'm about to say really isn't all that relevant, but I'm going to talk about it nonetheless. Anyway, there are certain moves that you can use during the contest that could possibly get you a whole lot of points, 15 to be exact, and I believe those moves are the one-hit KO moves. Although I feel as though there's some other moves out there that can also get you 15 points, but I don't know what those moves are. All I know is the one-hit KO moves that can possibly get you 15 points. And here's how it works. After you perform that one move to one of the judges, hopefully all other Pokemon appeal to that same judge. And if that happens, then your Pokemon will get plus 15 points. But let's be real. The chances of that happening is practically impossible. I mean, I even tried doing this years ago and it didn't work. If you were to get 15 points on one Pokemon, then I guess it just has to be out of pure luck because, in my opinion, that's how you win the contest. Pure luck. Well, actually, the contest in Generation 3, I guess it was about luck as well, but in my opinion, the contests in Generation 3 were a lot more forgiving, whereas in Generation 4, you have to go through so much hoops, so to speak, just to win the whole damn competition. Okay, so back to the points for a second. If the game is going to force you to have all Pokemon, including yours, perform to the same judge in hopes of getting 15 points, then it really isn't worth trying to get that many points since that task is practically impossible. If anything, you're better off just performing certain combo moves and hoping for the best, and hope you win the competition. Okay, moving on to something else. Recently, I heard something about a fan-made game being updated and being re-released, and I heard that game is called Pokemon Infinite Fusion. That game was around in the past, but during that time, I don't think it was complete, and the sprites really weren't all that appealing. But as of today, the sprites, they kind of look a little bit decent, so to speak. Also, I heard there's a whole lot of Pokemon in that game, 175,000 to be exact, and upon hearing that, I was like, holy shit, that is a lot of Pokemon. Well, the majority of them are fused Pokemon, so it's no wonder there's so many species of Pokemon in that game. So, if you're somebody who likes to complete the Pokedex and you're thinking about completing the Pokedex in Infinite Fusion, I wish you the best of luck since 175,000 is a whole lot. Okay, I'm not really sure if I can get that game running on my computer since there are a lot of people out there better than me when it comes to installing certain games on computers, and naturally, I'm not one of those people. If I were to get a game running on my computer, then I guess it's just a pure miracle that I get a game running on my computer. Yeah, let's put it that way, since I don't really play fan-made games all that much. Yeah, you definitely did deserve that because you were acting like a huge asshole towards me. And he still is. Yep, that's the average ace trainer in a nutshell. Okay, so back to fan-made games for a second. There is one fan-made game that I am very familiar with, and that's Pokemon Uranium. I don't know if too many people are familiar with that game. I think I did play it in the past, but it was only for a short time since during that time I was playing it on a different computer. Yeah, I didn't really get very far since, well, the computer I was using, it wasn't very strong. I'm only mentioning Pokemon Uranium since I did find a website some time ago that listed the stats of all the Pokemon found in that game, and I have to say, some of those stats are pretty cool. But as of today, I don't know if I can get that game running on my computer at all since I heard there was a little bit of controversy involving that game, so I'm not really sure if it's possible to get that game running on a computer ever again. Okay, I might as well stay in for Frostlass, why not? Okay, given the fact that my level advantage is pretty high, hopefully I go first. Alright, there we go. Okay, Frostlass is pretty fast, but as for its defenses, well, not so much. Okay, I believe this was the last trainer in the gym, so I'm going to find that one child that I saw last video, so that way I can get to Fantina. Okay, so the tile I saw last video was a star, so I have to look for the star tile um, in front of one of these doors. Okay, now where is it? Okay, it's this one. Nope, that's a heart. Okay, there it is. Okay, I saw that Honchkrow was out of Night Slashes, so I'm going to go back to the Pokemon Center off screen to heal. Be right back. Okay, let's get this show on the road. Okay, she is wearing a fancy dress, so it's only fitting that she does a huge twirl. You know, it would have been pretty cool to see her in X and Y. I mean, given how the Kalos region is based off of France, and Fantina herself is French, yeah, I think she would fit right in the Kalos region. Also, it would have been pretty cool to see her as a 3D sprite. But sadly, I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon. Also, I really like how she sounded in the anime. I don't know who voiced her, but whoever that was, that person did a very good job. Okay, she's going to start off with Drifblim. I know for a fact that this thing doesn't have Aftermath as its ability, so once I take it down with Night Slash, I'm not going to take any damage. Okay, this thing's got a lot of HP, but given how it's taking a stat power Dark type attack, all that HP won't mean anything to it. Oh yes, I believe Drifblim has been updated in this game to learn certain attacks, such as Flamethrower for instance. No surprise since, after all, it is based off of a hot air balloon. Okay, I'm gonna get Honchkrow the hell out of there since I did say Mismagius is part fairy in this game, and there's no way Honchkrow could take a stat power fairy type attack. Okay, even though this thing is not weak to dark type attacks anymore, let's see how much I can do with one crunch. Oh, Calm Mind? Okay, that could be sort of problematic since that's going to raise its special attack, and its special attack is pretty decent. Oh man, I thought it would go down in one hit. Mismagius doesn't have very good HP physical defense combo because they're both 60, so yeah, I assumed that Crunch was going to take it down in one hit. Okay, here comes Shadow Ball. How much is that going to do? Okay, that wasn't all that much. And down goes Mismagius. Okay, so I'm going to get some healing after this, thanks to the Shell Bell, even though it's not going to be a whole lot. Alright, who's next? Dusclops? I'm going to send back Honchkrow in the battle since it has stab on Night Slash, so that means it could go right through Dusclops' pretty good defenses. Okay, if there's one thing Dusclops knows how to do, it's stalling out the battle. Okay, I'm going first, no surprise, since Dusclops is pretty slow. Okay, I'm not really sure what this thing would have had, but whatever attacks it had, I'm pretty sure it would sell out the battle for who knows how long. Gengar? I have a feeling that this thing might have Thunderbolt for an attack, so I'm gonna send back Torterra. Okay, it's very unlikely that Gengar has any super effective hits to hit Torterra with, so hopefully I'll be okay. Okay, one crunch and Gengar won't go down one hit. That thing is pretty frail. Okay, here comes Sludge Bomb. I'm neutral effective thanks to me being a ground type. Oh, poison. Well, that sucks. Well, hopefully Torterra doesn't take too much damage from the poison. It all depends whether or not I'm going to send it back in the battle later on. Okay, so after Gengar, who's going to be next after I take damage from the poison? It is Banette. Okay, I'll send back Honchkrow. I don't know if Banette has any super effective hits to hit Honchkrow with. Very unlikely since, well, if anything, I might take a stat power ghost type attack. I'm not really sure what it is. Well, even though I know for a fact that Banette is pretty good at physical attacking, but yeah, whatever it has, I'm pretty sure it wouldn't have done a whole lot to Honchkrow. Okay, last up we got Spiritomb. Even though Torterra is poison, I'm just going to send it back in anyway since Earthquake is my strongest attack, so I might as well go with that. It's better than everything else I have. Especially since I don't have any fairy type attacks on me, so yeah, I gotta go with Earthquake. Okay, Spiritomb is a pretty tricky Pokemon. I've dealt with this thing for so many years. And yeah, it can solve the battle in so many ways, whether it's throwing all sorts of status problems at you, such as sleep, burn, poison. Well, mostly burns since, yeah, I guess it's pretty much an advantage to the opponent when the opposing Pokemon's physical attack stat drops because of the burn. Okay, Spirit Tomb was pretty slow, so it's only fitting that I went first. Yeah, as I said, Spirit Tomb is one tricky Pokemon. Well, up until Generation 6 when the Fairy type was first introduced. Anyway, I get my 3rd Gen badge, the Relic badge. Okay, that enables me to use the move Defog outside of battle. Well, I don't have Defog right now, and even if I did have it, I'm not going to teach it to any of my Pokemon since there is no fog in this game, as I said back in Mount Cornet. Okay, I get the TM for Shadow Ball. Yes, it's Shadow Ball, not Shadow Claw. I believe I got Shadow Claw a long time ago. Okay, anything else you're gonna say? Okay, nothing too interesting. Okay, those 2 barriers that I saw before I got into the battle, they're now gone, so now I can lead this place to the right. And I believe there's a warp pad over there. Okay, that's going to take me back to the entrance. Yeah, I bet you're wondering where this warp pad was going to take me to, huh? Okay, is this guy going to say anything interesting? Probably not. Okay, so I'm going to go back to the Pokemon Center and heal up. Also, I'm going to deposit a Pokemon from my party, and that's because it's going to be for something later. No, it's not for Spirit Tomb, it's for... Well, let me put it to you this way. In this game, there's some new content, so yeah, I guess that's a pretty good hint. So yeah, I'm going to deposit one Pokemon because of that certain event that's actually going to come up, possibly in the next video. Okay, what am I going to deposit? Porygon or Aerodactyl? Hmm. Okay, you know what? I'm just going to deposit Porygon. It's not like I'm using it anyway. Well, I'm not using Aerodactyl either, but whatever. I just chose Porygon. Oh, those 2. I believe trainers are going to start appearing in the Pokemon Centers after you beat Gardenia. Okay, I hope I'm right about that. Okay, I believe these 2 will appear on a certain day. Okay, looks like I'm gonna fight those 2 in 2 single battles. I take it you fight them in double battles on a certain day. But I'm not really sure when that day is. Well, okay, I'll gladly take that. Okay, I believe this is my first instance at showing you this. Okay, I feel like I'm wrong about that, but if I am, then whatever. Okay, as you progress further into the game, I believe the levels of those Pokemon will increase. I believe they're going to go up to, I want to say 70, but I don't think it's exactly at 70 yet. I think it's possibly 68, but that's not until the post-game. Okay, yeah, it's only fitting that I went with Torterra for this one since Luxio is part Dark type in this game. And had I left Honchkrow in the battle, then I think I would have been walled completely. Oh yes, I believe Wild Charge is in this game, so if you're interested in that, then I guess you could use Luxray, but yeah, me, I'm not interested in Luxray anymore. I'm not a kid anymore. Well, if I were to use Luxray on my team, then I guess I would give it Spark for its Electric type attack, not Thunderfang, because Thunderfang has a 5% chance at missing, and I did say that Wild Charge hurts you whenever you use it. Actually, I didn't mention that from before, I'm just mentioning that right now. Yeah, I don't like moves that do recoil damage, unless of course there's a way around it. But sadly, Luxray is not one of those Pokemon. Okay, Mime Jr. is part Fairy in this game. Well, even though it's not weak to Dark type attacks anymore, still, its stats really aren't that good, so one Night Slash and it's gonna go down. Okay, and this guy has a Machoke as well. Okay, I don't think I need to heal up after this since I didn't take any damage within these 2 single battles. Okay, so after I'm done here, I'm going to make my way to Route 209 where Barry is waiting for me since he wants to fight me again. But given the time I have, I don't think I have any time left to fight Barry, so I'm going to save him for the next video. My camera's too heavy. That is the most pathetic excuse I've ever heard. No, I did not come to Hardhome to compete in contest. Okay, let me see if I can try and make it over to the Route 209 Toll House. Alright, there we go. And with that, I'll see you all next time. Peace.